Okay, here we go again. This week we're looking for solutions, not problems, and we're going to find one for Miss Candido, whose little light went out. It's the last white switch I have to, but the indicator light went out, and we're going to find out why. So it could be the fuse. This has the inline thermal fuse, and if you notice, I used two little spade fittings so you can pop one in and out pretty quick, and we're going to test this without the fuse and just see if that fuse was bad. Yeah, there's a new one. They're inexpensive. You can always, I always order two so you have one ready to go. And let's go ahead and check something out here. And look, I noticed though, look, a little loose wire. So I started thinking maybe that was the whole thing the whole time. But so let's put it back, and we're going to test it without the fuse just because we have it all ready to go. So let's go ahead and do that, even though it may have been that loose wire. There it is. And yeah, we have it's hard to see the light, but the light's on. So we do have power, so it seems like the switch is still working, so that's good news. And let's put the original fuse right back on just for a test, just to make sure it wasn't that wire. And that's a pretty simple procedure, and yeah, no light going on. So the fuse was bad. That wire just came loose while I was messing with it. And of course I'm plugging in and unplugging every time, so no little zappers or things like that. So let's go ahead and go. And I make a new fuse. Just, you got to do your own electronics. I'm not an electronics teacher, but I just put two opposite spade fittings so you can put it on. And I made this one a little different. I didn't have the same tube I did, so I just put a small piece of some of the original wire protector they have there. There we go. Let's pop this one in. Looks good. All the wires are in. I'm glad my switch still worked. And there we go. It looks good. I think we're almost, yeah, we're ready for, let's do a little test on this baby. So we'll see if the light comes on. Plug it in. See, it was unplugged. We'll put that baby back in. And let's see. Double test. Switch is good, and that's what it was. The little thermal fuse went out. Those things do work pretty good, so don't worry about using them. And then we'll put the bottom back on. You can see my little screw tab, so I could adapt it to this older base there. And I have a showing man. We'll probably do another one, but they're pretty nice, simple to do, and we'll just pop this bottom back on. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty good. Now we're going to might as well do a little test run on it and just see how she's running. I've been really running this machine a lot over probably the last year and a half, about 4 or 6 times a day, so it's been really getting worked out. And I got out one of my other machines to run while this one's getting worked on. So let's go ahead and put, here's an older portafilter, and I have unscrewed the spout, so it's just the hole without any spouting whatsoever. And I like doing this, those work pretty nice that way. There's nothing wrong with that, or having a double spout. So we'll bring her on up, heating up good. And I noticed a little drip out of the gauge attachment there, so you always discover a little extra thing to do. And we'll go ahead, let's just run her again. She's probably ready for new gaskets too, but still working really good, and we got her up to full pressure. There we go. Let's go ahead and raise her up. It's leaking a little drips out of there. I won't really mess with the operation though. And you can see the lever is a little sticky. It has a couple tight spots, so she's about ready, and there we go. I cut out the part where you wait for everything because you don't really need to see that. And yeah, there she goes. Still working really good, even needing a little more of a tune-up, but look, yeah, really good. And I like the way the coffee drips down, the espresso drips down kind of towards the handle, just like with a double spout. But anyway, there we go. And let's just check it out, just for fun. They're always fun to do, and turn off your machine. You don't need to leave that idling, and yeah, there we go. So now let's just get that fitting replaced. I think I want to do a little 90 with the rear mounted gauge now, because I just like that look. Not a big deal, but I really do like that look. And there we go. Now let's do another test run. We'll test out our new gauge fitting, and we'll go ahead and test out the machine too again. We're going to use the old single spout. It's funny, the single spout on this one, this portafilter doesn't fit all the machines well. It's too tight on a lot of them, but it does really good on this machine. Up we go. I like the single spouts, kind of fun. You know, none of them make that big a difference, but they're all just fun to use. And there we are. So even, you know, really close to needing some new gaskets. You know, you could keep running this machine quite a while, but I can feel a little bit of stiffness here and there. But, you know, look at how great they are. And I like the low profile of the gauge, so that's pretty cool. There we go. We'll see if it came out. Maybe we'll just toss it up. No, we can't toss it up the balcony. But yeah, look, it is epic. And yeah, they always go. These are just medium roast, bulk, generic beans. So look how good they come out on this. So, all right, next week, even more fun. Subscribe it up.